Back. This is the Worker Power Hour with Randy Korgan on the Teamsters Local 1932 Broadcast Network. Long-time organizer, first-time radio host. And you know what? I'm going to beat you guys up with that slogan today, seeing that you guys are giving me a lot of flack.
Don't forget, dead horse.
No, it's not dead. It's not dead until
one leg
you cut
up
my
in the
mic
air.
off. Don't forget, this is KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5 FM. You are listening live from San Bernardino. Doing that for station identification. So don't forget, our next guest, Dejonaé Shaw. Really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm not hearing her. You've got to turn her on. See? Warning letter issued to
DJ, turn me up. I've always
there
wanted
you
to say
go.
that.
Say it again.
DJ, turn me up. I've always wanted to say that.
That's great. You know, what's funny about this space, this setup, is you get to know people's kind of either fascination or their connection or their memories to radio in one way or another from their past.
Yeah, or their corniness.
Yeah, that stuff comes out all the time on this show, and it's totally fun to see it come out.
Yeah.
So really appreciate you coming on the show. We've obviously known each other for a while, and around the labor movement, you're active. Why don't you describe yourself, what you do, where you work, and all the great work you're doing out there for labor?
Well, thank you. Well, first, I just want to say thank you very much for having me on the radio show. I'm a big fan of Teamsters and the work that you guys do here. You've become a behemoth of organizing, so to speak, and really have led the way when it comes to organizing labor. So I very much appreciate that. I'm a nurse. I'm a proud USW Local 7600 member. I'm a licensed vocational nurse. I work in the orthopedics department, and I know my coworkers will be listening to this at some point. So I want to give a shout out to my charge nurse. We call him Kuya Ben. It's a Filipino thing.
And thank you for the work that they do.
Yes.
They save lives every day.
100%. Yes. Yeah. And Junie and Betty Spaghetti. I love my job. It's when I was in high school, I made a list of professions that I could see myself doing that had to deal with people, because I'm very much a people person. I talk a lot. Anyone that knows me knows I talk a lot. I like to be around people and feeling their energy and just helping folks. And that stems from my childhood of raising my siblings, due to my mom's drug addiction and mental health issues. So a big part of me is a caregiver by nature. So nursing was a natural next step as far as careers are concerned. And when I joined, I was a CNA at a very terrible nursing home, making $9 an hour because I accepted the benefits, if we could even call them those.
Yeah.
And then where I work at Kaiser. So when the hospital was built, I applied there, and overnight, the same job that I was doing at the nursing home, I made $21.76. That is life changing. That is the union difference. I always say that. And I had a roommate at the time. I remember telling him, Dejonaé, dinner's on me, right? I had just hit the lottery or something.
Dinner's on me.
Right. I was
and we're
so
going
excited.
To a fancy place. Sizzler.
Exactly. All you can eat.
All you can eat.
Right. But I was so excited and just so grateful for the opportunity. And the job came with full benefits. And it was something that I never experienced, right?
And then define full benefits, right?
Right. I mean, copay's $5, medication's $5. Or if I had to go to the ER, which I didn't, it was $25, something. It was very, very minuscule compared to what most people pay, because healthcare in this country is so drastically expensive, and it's one of the main reasons why people file for bankruptcy, things like that. But I always tell that story, the union difference, because I am incredibly grateful for being able to work there and being able to be a part of an organization that is a leader as far as jobs are concerned in the Inland Empire. And I'm proud of the people that I work with, and proud of the union that I've become a part of, proud of and grateful for the stewards that nurtured me when I was just a young buck. And, I remember looking at my first paycheck, and I was like, a union due? What's that? I didn't sign up for that at orientation. They're taking money out, so this is another tax.
You signed up. You signed up for the job, right? And you go, yeah, I want that job. What's that line item there?
Yeah,
right.
I called my rep Val all the time. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am. I don't understand. There's these union dues on my check, and I definitely know I didn't sign up for that. So she explained what it was and encouraged me to come to my first union meeting. And when I did, I was just hooked. It was just so beautiful to see something, to see the cohesiveness between the people, the camaraderie. You felt like you were a part of something bigger.
And the power that actually made it to where it was a $21 an hour job versus a $9 an hour job.
It was $21.76, Randy. Don't forget the 76 cents.
$21.76.
Yep. Right. And then I went to LVN school through a trade program, which I'm a huge proponent of trades. And I've been in LVN ever since. So I'm very grateful to have been working there for 14 years. And I'm very proud of the work that I do.
Well, appreciate that. I also hear you have a nonprofit. What's going on in that space?
I do. Oh, if you guys can see my shirt, it's called Coterie Cares. Coterie means community.
Camera's right there.
Oh,
they can see it.
You can see it. Okay.
Right.
Coterie Cares, Coterie cares. The word coterie means community. As I mentioned, everything I do is rooted in service to other people. It's just who I am. It's part of my DNA. And I served previously on a nonprofit board that provided housing with services for transitional age foster youth. And when I think about wraparound services, I don't just think about mental health services, which are very important for me. I think about jobs too, job creation. And I mentioned that I'm a huge proponent of trades because I am. And we hosted our first annual interactive trade summit just a few weeks ago. It was amazing. We had 6 high schools there,
nice.
100 high school students, and about 12 different local trade unions that offer apprenticeship programs that are free of charge for kids to get into. And it was just awesome. Like, if you guys go to our Instagram page, it's Coterie Cares. You can see our recap video that we just posted. The kids were so engaged. They were so happy. And they really appreciated the opportunity. So it was interactive. So we had painting stations. Shout out to the painters and allied trades. We had scaffolding and glass cutting. We had brazing and welding. Shout out to the plumbers and pipe fitters, sheet metal workers, iron workers, boiler makers. Everyone that was there was just so incredible and really poured into these kids. And, I do believe that having a 4-year degree is great for some people, but it's not for everybody,
Right.
and that's okay to say. And so I personally think that we should be doing all that we can to give children the ability to harness their own strengths and abilities by way of entrepreneurship and the trades. And when they took them out of schools a long time ago, I think we've been on a downward spiral ever since, as far as skilled labor is concerned.
And the administrators, they all admit that too, because obviously, with our training center, we have very similar relationships to what you're discussing right now, and it's been refreshing to hear the administrators recognize, we really
messed up.
We fumbled the ball there big by number one, overemphasizing college to a group of kids or young adults that's not going to work for them.
Yeah.
And then also making individuals feel like failures if they didn't go to college, and then drifting away from the trades, drifting away from good jobs. And it's also not just, regular jobs too should be paying good enough to pay for a mortgage, you know what I mean?
Agree.
To buy a home. And that whole cycle just created like this class separation of workers that was completely unnecessary. It's good to see the administration recognizing that mistake.
Yeah, I'm very grateful
We've
for
got
that.
somebody jumping in on EV Mux.
Oh, someone want to talk to us?
Apparently, yes.
Oh, they do? Hi.
That's okay. No. It's another segment. I'm assuming they're coming on early.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No worries. See, this is what happens in live radio.
Yeah.
You just roll with it.
Yeah. I've only been a part
You're like,
of
where's that noise coming from?
Yeah, I'm like,
you're looking around the
do I
studio.
gotta do something?
What?
Yeah.
So what I was saying is the administrators now recognize that failure. And it's good to see you occupying that space.
Yeah, I love it.
Bringing them together. Yeah.
It was awesome. It was a life-changing experience for all of us. We all had a really good time. And so our next one's going to be even bigger. I'm very excited to plan that. So I'll keep you guys posted, and I will invite you to be a vendor as well. Would love to partner with you guys.
No problem. As you know, we put our own stuff on here.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, are you going to be here next Wednesday for our event, our career day?
I didn't know about it, but I'll have to see if I'm available to come.
Yeah, 9 to noon. And we did one in March. We had about 600, a little more than 600 high school students attend.
Mhm.
There was more than 40 jobs that they were able to take a look at.
I love it.
This year we have even more,
Mhm.
and we have over 1,000 kids that have, and I say this
Wow.
year because it's still the same year, this school year,
Yeah.
because it's actually a different school year. But next Wednesday, it looks like it's going to be even bigger. There's even more jobs that will be here on property on the campus, and
1,000 students is crazy.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty awesome to see the 600
Mhm.
like we did. So I think that the first run at it, we're now going to be able to manage even a larger crowd, just because you learn something with the first
You
time you do
definitely
it. So
do. Yeah.
so we're super encouraged with the fact that you're doing similar things in this
Well,
space,
thank
and
you.
the more that goes on, the better it is for these
And I
for our
think
future
we can learn
generations.
from each other
Absolutely.
and partner. And I genuinely think that there's enough out here for all of us. And that's the beauty of life. You get to kind of piggyback off of what each other is doing, and make things better. So
We got about 6 minutes left. The time
oh
blows by
yeah, it
when you're on the. I'm
does.
telling you, everybody. They
Yeah.
go, "What? I've been here how long?" Why don't you? Do you want to talk a little bit about the attack on labor and the attack on public employees and
Mhm.
attack on workers just like yourself that's happening in America right now? What's your perspective on this?
Well, I'm heartbroken. I every day we wake up to fresh hell, so to speak. With the collective bargaining agreements being canceled for federal workers across the
Yes,
country,
it's just insane.
it's outrageous.
Yes,
Outrageous. And I think that if you're naive to think that because you work in the private sector that it can't happen to you, I don't know what to tell you.
you're just plain wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally a blueprint for what's coming. So if there was ever a time for us to coalesce together as labor, it's now. Um, Obviously, all of us have different priorities when it comes to our members. We all do very different work. But the time is now to stand strong together to fight against whatever is happening to all of us. There's that famous saying in labor: "An attack against one is an attack against all," and it's the truth. I mean, what's happening with AFGE with those workers is just it was something that I never thought that I would see like in my lifetime, and it happened. So
Including the very members of AFGE that voted for the individual who is making these decisions.
Mhm.
And we actually had an AFGE official on the show a few weeks ago,
Mhm.
and I asked that question, like, "Hey, a lot of the people you represent in these prisons
Mhm.
that they cancel collective bargaining for,
Mhm.
they voted for Trump. Like, what
Mhm.
is their response when you say, 'Hey,'" and their response was, "We didn't think he would do it to us,"
Well, you know what?
which I thought was like, it was
Mm.
okay to happen to someone else.
Yeah, it's pretty insane to hear that. I do appreciate people being honest about their thoughts, though.
Yeah, you got to embrace that to
Mhm.
try to get them to learn from it, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you got to appreciate that. But if you're okay with horrible things happening to others, like what does that say about you and your character? Um, and I say, President Trump, for what it's worth, he's literally always told you what he's going to do. He's never minced words, and so people think that it's like an act. He's just kidding. He's just playing. He's just saying this to
Right.
rile up his base, but he's not. Like this is who he is.
Yeah, it was
through
all
and
on
through.
Project 2025.
100%.
It was clearly laid out.
100%.
This is what we're going to do.
100%. Don't believe that. Like, yeah,
Nah.
every single thing that has been written in that book has come to fruition. So, yeah.
Yeah, and there's more to come.
Yeah, it's interesting.
There's more to come. Yeah, what I hope people recognize is you need to prepare yourself for more and make sure that you're dealing with and building solidarity and pushing back.
Mm.
And if you voted in favor of these individuals making these decisions, it's time for you to step in and start to encourage them to do something different.
100%. And I would say that, when we cast our vote for somebody, all of us have been disappointed by the things that they have
At
done.
some point, yeah.
There are promises made on the campaign trail that they never follow through with. And so people who voted for President Trump are not the only people who have experienced, what we're all going through right now. And
And
they're
it's
not going to
happened
be the
with
last.
Democrats too, right?
100%. This
Yep.
is not a partisan issue.
That's correct.
The Democratic Party,
It's a policy
yeah,
issue.
100%. So I don't think that this is a red or blue issue. This is a class issue. It's a working class issue. 100%. And so I think the sooner that we realize that this is not red or blue, Democrat, Republican, the better off we'll be. Truly.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It's tough to sit back and kind of watch rights be stripped away,
Mhm.
people struggle, the situations that you're seeing unfold right now. But like you said, let's not make it partisan.
It's not.
Let's get together as working people, help
It's
one
not.
another, and make a difference.
And votes belong to no one, and shaming people is ineffective. And this is an opportunity for us, like I said, to coalesce together as people in the labor movement who want a better future for ourselves and our families. So whatever happened. We can't do anything about that, but we can do something about the future. So
That's correct.
Let's get it together.
You got about a minute. Anything you want to close on? See that even that last couple minutes went fast, huh?
It did. Yeah. No, I just want to thank you guys again for allowing me to be on here. And
what do you think of this platform? Pretty cool, huh?
It is cool.
See, it's real. You're sitting in a real radio station.
Yeah,
Right.
I think this little setup is super cute. I think the lighting could be better, but other than that, it's great.
I know. We know. We wish the lighting was better.
No, I'm kidding.
It's so hard to dial in every little thing.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. It's great.
No. I appreciate the criticism.
No, it looks good on you.
We're going to edit that out in the podcast.
I need some warmth. Why?
Just kidding.
Yeah, no.
What, is the lighting too bright for you?
No, it's great. Like, if you look on the camera, your skin looks great. Like, my skin is just looking kind of, it's a little blah out here.
I got 30 seconds. What do you got in the last 30 seconds?
I
love it.
I would. So please follow us on social media. Coterie Cares, COTERIE Cares on Instagram. And if you can, please donate. We are officially a 501c3. All of your donations are tax deductible. We very much appreciate your support. Thank you for having me.
We have been joined by Dejonaé Shaw. Appreciate her being on the show today. Welcome back. I think you got some exciting news for us in the future that we'll talk about at a later show.
Yes.
And, you're a great partner out there in labor, all of us together, working together to help the working class. This is the Worker Power Hour with Randy Korgan on the Teamsters 1932 Broadcast Network. Take it away with a break, Mark.